Welcome to part 17. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Arumba, and I've been looking around at the world, and I found some things that I thought were just fantastic. I'm excited to show them to you. So as I usually do, I like to check in on Mayor Dan because he's the coolest character in this game, I think. And okay, so he's getting a little bit older, right? He's 54. He's still stressed out. We know that. He's still celibate. I don't think he can really go backwards on that trait. And I was just checking out his wife, Girly, right? She's slow, right? So she's not exactly blessed with a towering intellect, and as, as if to prove the point, she's ambitious. She wants to have a daughter with her celibate husband. That's like a perfect example of someone who's slow. You know, good luck with that. You're not having. He's celibate. He doesn't. How are you gonna? So anyway, yeah, pretty funny, I think. Okay, we were talking about this daughter here, the genius, and you know what? This is what we forgot to do. We gotta set a special interest, and I'm gonna unmark this guy because I don't really care anymore. His wars are stupid. I really do think we should. I want to attack him soon because the easiest way to look at your truce timers. I think there should be a little bit more documentation for this kind of thing. Like if I click here, I can see my truces, right? But if I click anywhere else in our holdings, then it's got to be. I've got to click on a county that I own all of or something to see them. But it's much easier. You click here, you right-click, go to diplomacy, and then you can just see them here. So our truce ends in 6 years, and I really don't want to break the war, or break the truce, excuse me. But I'm worried long term about his conquests here. Most of the land he's taken over is still going to be worthless as far as the levy goes, because it's still got these opinion and the levy size, tax modifier, levy reinforcement are all really strongly negatively impacted by that religious conquest. So the new land is worthless, but he's got more land than we do, and we have all the mercenaries at our disposal, except that I want to spend our money on other things. I really don't want to have to use mercenaries for that, and so I'm going to look for an opportunity to attack him when he's weak, and see if we can just reduce the size of his realm a bit, because he's the closest person to us. So how are we doing on plots? That's right. I had just, no time has passed since our last video, but I had just invited like everyone on this list, except for these ones that I'm doing right now, off camera. But then the thing is, so I was looking at it and I was like, man, why are all these people such small plot power contributors? And the reason why is because our target is our spy master. So that it's not a good idea to plot against your spy master. He likes us, but I want to see if there's anyone else we can put here. Yeah, let's just do this. So watch the plot power. Actually, let's wait till all these people accept, and then I'll just use this as a good example of how the plot power is a calculation of state intrigue versus state intrigue. Unless the character you're targeting doesn't have any land, in which case they won't have a state intrigue score, it's just their base, which makes them very easy to plot against. That's one of the reasons why it's so easy if you really want to kill a courtier. Like if I just picked a random courtier, like, let's see if we can find someone who doesn't, yeah, this person here. See, she just has her regular intrigue, so if we plot against her, our base plot strength would be very high. So we only have 84% plot power, even with all these people that we've invited in. There's still more coming. 101, 100, 116. Wow, if we actually get above 150, that just means that our people hate him. But anyway, the easiest way to fix this now is let's just change the spy master. He gets like an extra modifier being the spy master, so if we remove his position, then our plot power, it went up a tiny bit. Not a lot, but we can invite our new spy master. And that will help us to win. We need to continue the conquests of the trade posts. Goodness, we still need one more. We're running out of people. We're like 2% shy. Will you convert? Okay, well, let's just press with 100%. That's too bad. The only reason he just refused, if you actually caught that quickly enough, was because I had already initiated the trade, like the event. So he couldn't join an event in progress. He didn't actually refuse my request. So we got it. He didn't do the bribe thing. That's good. And let's go for the one in Livland now. And these ones we've got much better scores with, so we only need to invite 3 people just to meet the minimum amount necessary. And I noticed we're actually winning this war. This isn't our war. This is the... I should have read that. I'm sorry about that. That was a... you notice how we gained 15 piety. That was the event from our nephew. He looks like he just converted our holding. And if we had a religious head, he would have liked us more because we're converting the faith. But our heretic faction does not have any religious head, and so we still gain piety, which doesn't really do much. But so there's still this 4% revolt risk modifier from heresy. That'll go away on the first day of the next month. County things are updated on the first day of every month, like levies and tax income calculations and those things. It's not calculated instantaneously. So just remind me. Somehow you need to remind me in 3 weeks to check that, and I'll show you. Oh yes, but I was saying, so this war, we're not a part of this war. Another trade post. Yet he is at war with all of Russia, because the Duke of Kiev called his brother into the war, and we actually have contributed a lot to the war by sieging Gniezno, here, these 2 spots. So we're actually being nice. We're being useful to the guy, which is unusual for us. Normally we're terrible allies. Okay, November the 1st. I remembered. So let's check it now. So the revolt risk should be gone. Yes, indeed it is. That's good. So that means that we can take our guy... Oh, he wasn't on... Yeah. He's training troops like he should. Do we have a better steward? We do. My son wants to be chancellor again. Huh. Yeah, you can replace the current guy. That's fine. We'll make him a little bit better again. And... And then we'll just put the other guy back. This is very gamey. Ooh, we'll put our other son there. Give him a point, and I'll just put this guy back again. Now, the cost to doing that, it's not a perfectly gamey thing. Like, the problem is that when you fire someone from the council, they lose 20 opinion of you. I gave it right back, so he's happy again. But it's like a 10-year minus 20 fired from council penalty. So, oh well. I gave both of my sons +1 diplomacy. I think it's worth it. Especially because they are going to be upset for the same reason. You know, I fired him from council. This guy I fired twice, apparently. But he still likes me because I'm his son and, you know, whatever. I've fulfilled his ambition, which is +15, so it nearly offsets it. And it just gives them the opportunity to seek that plot or seek that ambition again, which I would be happy to give to him again. I'll just do it over and over and over again. That's very interesting. My liege, my mission to Gotland so far has been a success. During my visit to the court of King Knud, the drunkard, I seem to have managed to make him understand what a benevolent and peaceful ruler you are. Now, we've had this event dozens of times so far in the game, but the reason I said that's interesting is that he's not appointed to do that right now. He was, and then I replaced him with both of my sons and then put him back, but I don't actually have him deployed, so I don't know how that event just procced. But nevertheless, good job. That's good. I was going to send you there again anyway. Yeah, that's weird. Very strange. Okay. All right, yes, so we don't need to worry about converting this one anymore. Let's set him to... I'm going to take a brief moment here. I know I've been talking a lot, and I'm sure you do want to see some gameplay of this video, but let's talk about stewardship and the importance of stewardship when it comes to religious heresies, and if you are going to do any kind of religious warfare, how stewardship affects your ability to convert a province. So again, there's this concept of mean time to happen. The abbreviation is MTTH, and it's that calculation where they take numbers and they figure based on a mean time to happen of, say, X number of months. You have a certain percentage each month of that event happening. And when it comes to like this county, we've captured it. The culture here is Pomeranian. The religion is Ramova. When it comes to culture, this county is going to stay Pomeranian unless an event triggers. It's called we bring some settlers in, or something like that. And the higher the stewardship of the ruler that controls the county, the more likely that event is to proc. So we want to have high stewardship. Ideally, if you can get 16 plus stewardship, you're very likely to convert based on that event trigger. Unfortunately, if the target county has the same religion as you, then one of the potential conversion events cannot happen. And so what that's designed to do is prevent, for example, let's say France takes over Europe. Well, looking at the religion tab, we can see that France is Catholic and so is Europe. So that means that if France conquers, so is England and Ireland, Great Britain basically. So if France takes over England, then they're not going to change the culture of England. It'll stay Saxon because they have the same religion. But on the other hand, if Leon expands south, then they have the ability to convert these the other religious territories into their culture. So you can see the Portuguese cultures here, Castilian. These solid areas mean that it's totally that culture, and these ones mean that it's in the process of being converted, right? So for example, this is Castilian. If you check the leader, he's Castilian. You check the liege all the way up to the top, Castilian, all the way through. You check here, the culture here is Portuguese, but the leader is Castilian. So it's in the process of being converted. And then there is one other way that you can convert counties, and that's by exact direct adjacency. So for example, even if the culture was different and the religion was the same, if somehow one of these counties was French, then it could slowly spread its way through England. Unfortunately, since England is an island, the only way you could convert England to your culture, if you are France or if you are whatever, is if you somehow targeted a heretic province. So one of them would have to go heretic and actually convert that county to a heresy. And then you would have to attack that county and then convert it on your own and hope that you get the culture conversion before the religious conversion. It's very rare, but you can do it. So if you ever have a goal of radically converting, convert everyone to your culture, it's a very big challenge. It's a lot of fun, but or you could just cheat and use the console, which I am going to make a video soon about how to use the console, just because it's kind of neat. But anyway, I've talked almost this entire video. Let's let the game go. If you don't find information like what I just shared with you helpful and beneficial and useful, then please comment down below and I will stop doing that. But if you do, you could also let me know that too. A message about invite to plot has been received from... May you live in harmony and contentment. We would like you to back our plot to kill Patrician Hakan of Hainham. The heir to House Hainham wants me to help him kill the current leader of House Hainham. That seems remarkably self-defeating. Like, that's not very smart. I know you want to. I know you want to be the ruler now, but my goodness, your one intrigue is showing you are not a very wise man. Yeah, we'll help you. Sounds good. He's a genius. He's not really a genius. Our steward just died. How did he die? Just died a natural death. Okay. Good, he wants to be Chancellor again. There you go. Tick 1 day. Anyone else? We'll send him back again. As far as stewardship goes, I'm not going to make... He'd be the best steward, but I'm not going to do it because I want to put this guy... I want him to have the ability to get that ambition again, so I'm going to make the next guy. Oh, anyway, the whole culture conversion thing, that got me off topic. I'm going to move my person now to... Actually, this is a perfect example of when I might not want to convert the religion. I'm going to not actively seek to convert the religion of this county because I'm going to hope that I can convert this Pomeranian culture to Swedish. Otherwise, in order for Swedish culture to spread here, it would have to slowly work its way all the way around that, like that. If we can get one county here that's Swedish, then we can instead expand this way. As we will take on the Holy Roman Empire. Trust me, I'm not afraid of them. Well, I am right now, but I won't be later. So I'm not going to try to convert it. Instead, we're going to... How are we doing on technology? That's a whole other topic we haven't really spent any time on. Leave a comment in the bottom, and if you want me to go over technology, we will. And if not, I'm going to be quiet and keep playing the game. Scheme. Now, scheming is not really that useful for us right now because we are independent, so there can be factions, but there are no factions, and so we don't want factions, period. And that's the majority of what scheming does. We're actually better off doing this plot, build spy network. We almost never use the assassination. It's a very old thing. It was before plots really got developed. It was like in the very beginning of the game. Like if I wanted to go here and I actually just wanted to kill this person outright, I had no intrigue and no friends in court, then I can go here to assassinate. For 50 gold, I have a 31% chance of success, but a 46% chance of being discovered. It's very rare that you want to do that. So this increases the chances of that happening. But what we want is this vicious rumor spread or corruption uncovered. It gives us a chance of making more money or hurting the other people in our court. And I should probably move my army. Actually, this war's changed somehow. What happened? I don't understand what's going on. He's still in this de jure war. He is not. Interesting. I may have missed something. I might have to review this video to see if I can figure out what had happened, but it looks like somehow the King of Poland was either deposed or the ruler of it somehow changed. Maybe a faction took over. Because before it was the King of Poland was attacking this duke. Now it's just a duke within Poland who's attacking him. And so because we sieged this before, remember? And now we can't. Instead we have to go here. That's interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to end the video here and get ready to start the next one so we can continue on and try to get as much done this evening as possible. Thank you for tuning in, and I do look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.